Lesson 7-8, Special Products. Our essential question is, what does it mean to square a binomial? We have 3 vocab words. The first is square of a sum. So that means that you're squaring 2 things that are being added together, because addition is the operation that is represented by the word sum. So if you square a sum, square meaning multiply it by itself, what's going to happen is you are going to FOIL it. So you are going to take whatever that binomial is in your parentheses and multiply it by itself. The square of a difference, you're doing the same thing. You are squaring, so that means a power of 2. A difference, difference means subtraction. So again, you are going to multiply it by itself and FOIL it. And then the third one is called a difference of squares. A difference of squares means that you are going to get an answer that gives you perfect squares, and difference means subtraction. So you are going to be multiplying together 2 binomials that are opposite each other. X plus 4 and x minus 4 look the same, except for they have opposite signs. One has addition and one has subtraction. So again, you're going to FOIL it, and your answer is going to be perfect squares. Perfect squares, 2 things that are perfect squares. And a difference means that they are going to be subtracted. Okay, find the product. X plus 8, quantity squared. X plus 8 squared, so this is squaring a sum. X plus 8 squared means x plus 8 times x plus 8. Because squaring something means to multiply it by itself. Multiplying by itself, when we're talking about a binomial, means that we are going to FOIL it. So my first product is x times x, or x squared. Outside, x times 8, or 8x. Inside, 8 times x, which is also 8x. Remember, you always write the coefficient in front of the variable. And then last, 8 times 8 is 64. I add together my 4 products, combining only the like terms, and the result is x squared plus 16x plus 64. So you may notice a pattern that this middle term, the middle term is 2 times 8 times x, and you may notice that the first term and the last term are x squared and 8 squared. That's kind of a pattern. I don't think memorizing a pattern is really the way to go, but just in case you're looking at the numbers and thinking that the 16 and the 64 are something that are kind of common when you're working with 8. Okay, the next one, find the product, 2x minus 1 squared. So again, that means 2x minus 1 times itself, FOIL. 2x times 2x for my first product is 4x squared. Outside, remember you can think about distributing when you connect them instead of the smiley face. 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. Inside, because I've distributed the 2x, now I'm distributing the negative 1. Negative 1 times 2x is another negative 2x, and negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Add together my 4 products. Negative 2 plus negative 2 is negative 4. So 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. My next product, this one is now going to be a difference of squares because my 2 binomials look very similar to each other, but they are not the same. They have opposite signs. So First product, x times x is x squared. Outside, x times 2 is 2x. Inside, negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And last, negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. Add together the four products, and what you will notice is that my like terms, 2x and negative 2x, cancel each other out. So they're actually gone. So my solution is just x squared minus 4. So it's called, this method is called a difference of squares because x squared is a perfect square and so is 4. It's called a difference of squares because they are being subtracted. And that is always going to be the pattern that you see. It's always going to be two perfect squares subtracted from each other. Difference is subtraction. Our next problem is a difference of squares again. So you should see an answer that is similar to the last one. So we should expect to have two perfect squares subtracted from each other. First product, 5x times 5x is 25x squared. Outside, 5x times 1 is 5x. Inside, negative 1 times 5x is negative 5x. And last, negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. I can add together my four products and notice again, 5x and negative 5x cancel each other out. So my perfect squares are 25x squared minus 1. 25x squared is a perfect square because it's 5x times 5x. And 1 is a perfect square, 1 times 1, and it's called the difference of squares. So they're being subtracted from each other. Okay, you should be able to write a summary. And here are your homework problems.